Welcome back to Today with Matt and Dave. I'm Matt Ricker.
And I'm at Dave Horvath. I'm Matt too.
Thank you for joining us on this 15th day in October on this cool Thursday. We're here with our seventh show on WICR, Iona College Radio. And now over to Dave with the update on
So
sports.
we're gonna go a little weekend review. Golf had a try match at Monmouth on last Thursday. Came in second out of four. Then on Monday and Tuesday they were at the Connecticut Cup. They came in 15th out of 16th on Monday and 14th out of 16th on Tuesday. So not the greatest response, but or turnout, but we hoping you guys can get better, and when we next match you guys will do better. And men's swimming and women's swimming both came out with wins against Holy Cross on Friday, October 9th. Men winning 173 to 121. Don't ask me how the points are tallied because I don't know. And then men's and women's split against Providence on the 10th. The men's ended up winning 132 to 73, where the women's lost 130 to 75. So pretty good start for both men's and women's swimming. We continue to cheer you guys on and hope that you guys can be more successful at continued success. Women's soccer lost two really, really hard-fought matches this past week. Lost 1-0 to Canisius. It was a own goal. They goal in the 84th minute. So late goal stinks just because it's such a late goal and it's tough to then score after that. And then they lost a 2-1 match against Marist yesterday, and that was in the overtime and lost in 110 minutes. And Marist scored like the 104th minute. So it's one of those, they got two late goals that scored, and it just stinks right now. But we're still gonna cheer you guys on because you got more games to play. Men's soccer won 1-0 against Canisius last week, played well, and then won big yesterday, 5-2 against Marist. Big game.
Yeah, actually, speaking of Marist, not to interrupt the sports report, but um, I was in Chipotle
Yeah,
yesterday
with the
afternoon,
team.
and oh my gosh, like they must have gotten there right before me because they were all like lined
Lined
up,
up. That's
and all in their
all in the red Marist.
red gears, and then when I was eating, I saw like their bus come pull up.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
guess,
the Marist Fox. Yeah, they're one of
yeah,
them in Monmouth. They go all out when they go to travel.
yeah,
Personally, I think it's funny. But moving on to volleyball. Volleyball lost a hard-fought match in 3-2 against St. Peter's last Saturday, but made up for it winning back-to-back games against Ryder 3-1 on Sunday, and then beat Hartford 3-1 on Monday. So good for the volleyball team. They're starting to make waves now. They started off slow, but they've been winning a lot as of late. Moving on to softball. Softball lost both games to Princeton last Saturday, and then lost on Sunday 6-4 against Malloy and 10-9 against Central Connecticut State University. And that was all that finished their season, their fall little scrimmage season. They were only going to play a few games, so we'll have to look forward to the spring when they play real season. We'll be cheering you ladies on. And rugby lost a hard-fought 33 to 26 match against number 7 Cutstown. Awesome game. I went to it. Big, really good atmosphere. One of those things. We at the end of the game we were driving to get that try to tie it, and they ended up getting the ball back, and it just stunk. But rugby has a chance to make it up tomorrow. And now moving on to upcoming sports. Got a lot upcoming this weekend because it's have a lot of home games because it's gonna be homecoming. Gonna be fun weekend. I'm telling you, go to these events.
yeah. I mean, as we said before our last commercial break, that rugby will be playing Saturday at noon on Mazala
No,
Field. So,
two. They've been playing 2 o'clock.
oh, two
Soccer's at 12.
o'clock.
Soccer. We're gonna start with that. Cross country men and women will be playing on tomorrow Friday. They'll be playing at 12 at the Wisconsin Adidas Invitational. So that's pretty cool. Going over there to Wisconsin, and then they'll be playing at the Leopard Invitational on Saturday, October 17th. So they won't be here for homecoming. So that stinks. But Iona Lacrosse will be playing against the alumni at 9 a.m. Volleyball will be home against Quinnipiac at 12 on Saturday, and then they'll be playing home against Fairfield on Sunday, the 18th. Women's soccer will be playing at Mazzella Field at 12 against Siena, so come out and support the Lady Gales homecoming. We'll be hoping for a big crowd. Then they'll be traveling on Wednesday to play, or traveling, they'll be playing home against St. Peter's at 3 o'clock on Wednesday the 21st, where the men's soccer is away at Siena and away at St. Peter's on the same dates, so they won't be around, but they'll come back later. Men's and women's swimming will be hosting an alumni meet at 1 o'clock on Saturday, so any swimmers go and support. And moving on to rowing. Rowing will be at 4 o'clock. Will be at the Head of Charles on Sunday, October 18th. Golf will be playing Monday at Glen Oaks Shootout at 8 a.m. Men's water polo has a game against arch rival Fordham home at 7:30 on Wednesday, October 21st. Come out and support. And rugby will be playing the number one team in their conference and number five team in the country, Army, at
Wow,
I
that's gonna be some game.
oh yeah, so I have it at 3 o'clock, but maybe at 3. I'm not too. I made a mistake there, but definitely come out. We're gonna have a big crowd. Army's gonna bring it. Army's really good, so we're hoping we can pull that win because that'd be exciting on homecoming.
Go Gales.
But now moving on from Iona sports, we're gonna hit a little bit of rest of college. So college football week 6, Washington Huskies upset number 17 USC. Maryland got crushed by Ohio State. No surprise there. TCU, Texas Christian University, ended up beating Kansas State. They charged back at the end of the game. Baylor dismantled Kansas 66-7. Michigan State barely beat Rutgers. They played really bad. They got lucky off of a fumble by Rutgers to win. Utah remained perfect. They intercepted University of California quarterback Jared Goff 5 times, won pretty handily. Clemson crushed Georgia Tech. Leonard Fournette and number 7 LSU beat South Carolina big. Side note about that, Steve Spurrier just retired. He took a step down after a 2-3 start. Sad to see him walk away from the game, but he's done a lot for the game of college football. So I hope he has a happy retirement. But going back to Fournette, he's the fastest LSU player ever to rush for 1,000 yards. He already hit 1,000 yards this season. He rushed for his season low. This is his worst game rushing wise, 158 yards.
Wow.
If I could rush 150 yards in a game, that's most guys. That's a hell of a game. But that's his worst game of the year, which I think is funny. Alabama beat Arkansas after Jared Crocker had a better second half. He had a pretty so-so first half. Texas, I said watch out Oklahoma. Watch out for Texas. Texas pulled the big upset against Oklahoma. Gators destroyed Missouri at home. Side note, they lost their quarterback Will Griver. We'll talk about him later. He's out for the season for taking PEDs. Florida State remained unbeaten because of Dalvin Cook's 22 carries for 222 yards and 3 touchdowns. Go FSU. Michigan shut out Northwestern. Ole Miss controlled New Mexico State 52-3. Notre Dame pulled a late from Navy. Tennessee came down, ended up winning by 21 to top Georgia. So that's a big upset right there. Oklahoma State beat West Virginia in overtime. Iowa, big day. Their running back, I forget his first name, but Kanzeri had 46 carries for 256 yards, 1 rushing and 1 receiving touchdown. Big win for Iowa. Toledo just crushed Kent State 38-7. And Boise State just thundered past Colorado State 42-10. So that's that last week. This week got tonight UCLA versus Stanford, 18-15, good matchup. Houston versus Tulane, Boise, Utah State. Saturday got some good games. We'll see Eastern Michigan versus Toledo, Iowa versus Northwestern, West Virginia versus number 2 Baylor. Baylor moved up now number 2. Number 13 Ole Miss versus Memphis, Louisville versus Florida State, Alabama Texas A&M 10-9 matchup. Going to be a good game there. Oklahoma versus Kansas State, Michigan versus Michigan State, big game. John Harbaugh's really turned around Michigan. Michigan, this is the least amount of points they'd let up since I think it was 1988. They're playing great. Let's see how Michigan State's been struggling. Michigan's playing well. Let's see what happens. Then you got Boston College versus number 5 Clemson, number 8 Florida versus number 6 LSU, top 10 matchup. But Florida will have to react without quarterback Will Grier out for the year, like I said, with suspended because of PEDs. So we'll have to see there. TCU versus Iowa State, USC versus number 14 Notre Dame. This is USC's first game without head coach Steve Sarkisian. He was fired and he checked himself into rehab for alcohol, so hopefully he can get the help he needs. Then you have Penn State versus Ohio State and Arizona versus Utah. So that's all we got with college. Going to move it to pros. Colts beat Texans. The real headline is, what do the Texans have to do to get a win? Colts win with Matt Hasselbeck. From the Texans, I think, we got this game. They don't. I feel bad for them. Bears beat the Chiefs. Chiefs just lost Jamal Charles for the year with an torn ACL. Bengals come back and beat the Seahawks. Dalton played a fantastic game there. Falcons beat the Redskins. Buccaneers beat the Jaguars. This actually just ended their home losing streak for the Bucs, so good for them. Eagles beat the Saints. Browns beat the Ravens. Josh McCown played the game of his life. He just set the 457 passing yards, and he had 3 touchdowns for the Browns. Just broke their single game passing record. So good for him. Packers beat the Rams. Bills beat Titans. They held them off after being down. They wound up winning 14-13, so good game there. Cardinals annihilated the Lions. I mean, Bruce Arians was happy about the 42-17 win. Patriots annihilated the Cowboys. Not surprised. Broncos beat the Raiders. Giants came up big in the final minute to stop the 49ers. And Monday, Le'Veon Bell's late touchdown helped the Steelers beat the Chargers, and teams that were on byes with Vikings, Jets, Panthers, Dolphins. Looking at this week, tonight you got Falcons, Saints, Cardinals, Steelers, Chiefs, Vikings, Bengals, Bills, Bears, Lions, Broncos, Browns, Texans, Jaguars, Dolphins, Titans, Panthers, Seahawks, Chargers, Packers. You got Ravens, 49ers, a rematch in Super Bowl 47. I mean, both those teams got one win right now, so we're going to really see which team is the better of the two. And then Sunday night game, Patriots, Colts. How can the Colts react to being dismantled in the AFC Championship game only, 8 months ago? And then you have Monday night, Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, Raiders, Rams, Bucks on byes. Now we're going to move over. Anything about that, Matt, to talk about?
Yeah, for those of you who are listening in and who have listened in before, I'm a big Giants fan. So
Monday Night Football.
yeah,
Giants going to win?
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully they do.
Well, I mean, right now you guys are in first place, so.
Yeah, I mean, the last game, which was last Sunday, was it?
Yeah, Sunday night.
Sunday, and they played against
49ers.
49ers, yeah, they were phenomenal.
Yeah, big defense came up big. Defense playing well. Now moving to baseball. Hey, I don't know if you heard, but the Royals will be playing against the Blue Jays in the ALCS. Both the Blue Jays and Kansas City won in 5 games against Houston and Texas, respectively. And I don't know if you heard about going to the National Leagues. I don't know if you heard about them Cubs. Them Cubs beating the Cardinals in 4 games. They are in the NLCS. They're just gonna wait to see who's gonna win tonight. Mets or Dodgers. Matt, who do you got?
Mets.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sticking with my New York roots.
Same with the New York roots. I'm gonna go Dodgers. You know what? I know Jacob DeGrone's pitching, but I think Zach Greinke's gonna throw a dime today. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think both pitchers are gonna throw dimes, and it's gonna come down to the end of the game. Dodgers are home. I'm giving Dodgers the win right there. And we'll have to see. That the ALCS will be beginning on Friday at 7:30 with Toronto playing at Kansas City, and the NLCS will start Saturday with Chicago at either the Dodgers or the Mets. We'll have to see after tonight. Hey, and just I don't know, Matt, have you heard, but hockey has begun. We've been about a little over a week now, but the hockey standings after only a few games. I think everyone's really played no more than 4. Montreal's leading the Eastern Atlantic Conference with 8 points. The Rangers, I know a lot of Ranger fans out there. Rangers lead with 6 points. With the Islanders, I know another team everyone loves, is back only with 3 points. And then I know I got some Washington fans out there. They got 2 points, so they're all still in the top 4. So they're all where it matters. Going over to the Western Conference in the Central, Nashville's got and Winnipeg are tied with 6 points apiece, and Vancouver has 7 in the Pacific, leading San Jose and Arizona. So I know it's only the beginning of the year, but we'll keep you all updated on that.
I can't believe hockey is already picking up,
Oh, I know. And listen, basketball's coming up too.
Yeah.
Geez,
it's crazy. I mean,
it is.
And before you know it, it'll be the Super Bowl, and then the NCAA. And
don't get me there yet, Matt. You're speeding up way too quick. Let's take it slow, man.
Yeah, you're right. But you have any more sports updates?
No, that's all I got for sports. Just do you have anything you want to add in on it? Any of your 2 cents?
Yeah, sounds good. I've got a lot coming up in sports, so a lot to look forward to too.
And just kind of going back to Iowa sports, I definitely recommend coming out and supporting Our Lady in Men Gales this weekend.
I agree.
Got a lot. You got swimming, you got soccer, you have rugby, you have, if you want to get up at 9 a.m. and watch lacrosse, you got lacrosse. You got everything playing, so definitely stick around.
I agree.
But we're going to take a short break here, and then we're going to come back and finish up with a little bit of entertainment. So thank you for listening. We'll be right back after these messages.
Sounds good.